going on, guys? So Grimmute here. About 8 months ago, something like that, I can't even remember now, it's been so long. I had a company contact me. They make stuff for Dewalt, they said, and they'd want to send me something. I did not pay for this. They sent it to me for free and told me to do a review on it, tell them what I thought about it, post a video on YouTube. And so I was like, sure, I'll do that. What do you got? And they had a few different items, and I chose this because I got a lot of vehicles here I got to keep charged up. I've got a Harley, and it's compatible with lithium. My Harley's got a lithium battery in it. Most of these cars have a lithium battery, so I thought it'd be perfect. So when I received it, I took it out of the box and was expecting the 2-prong connector that you can disconnect the 2 alligator clamps from and use a different type of charging port or whatever. Like most of your battery tenders come that way. This one does not. So you can see right here, there's no connector to disconnect it, so you can put, they usually got that little 2-prong connector. Oh, I wasn't about to pull something apart to get to the battery because all the batteries are hidden on these cars. So I contacted the company and told them about it. And they were understanding everything, just told me, well, if you get around to it, make a video and let us know and tell us what you thought. They had some other items that I could have got, but I didn't feel right about doing that, so I told them that's okay. When I get a chance, I'll do this video for you and tell you what I thought about it and tell you guys. So it is actually a very good little charger, and it's built just like everything Dewalt makes. It's built pretty rugged. As you can see here, it's got that rubber over molding housing, just like all Dewalt's tools. Here's the specs on it so you guys can see, pause video, whatever. Stick around and watch, we'll show you me using it and the hassle I went through to be able to use it. As you can see, guys, it's a nice, well built. I mean, it's built like they're Dewalt chargers for their tools. Same rubber coating. There you go right there, 6 12-volt and 12-volt lithium. Got a built-in fan, keep it cool. They really do build stuff for Dewalt and Dewalt standards. Here's the model number so you guys can see it. And if you got a vehicle or something that you can get to the battery or whatever, lawnmower or something like that, it's easy to get to. This thing's perfect for you. Or if you're in a bind and you need a charger and do what I had to do, it's perfect. This thing worked great, guys. So watch the video, stick around, I hope you do, and enjoy. Now, what happened is we got, I've noticed that if we lose power here, these little tenders on these, this is a GT3, these little battery chargers are junk. This one is this is Mercedes branded, but it's identical to the Porsche. So it's on another GT3 here. Apparently this one didn't get its charge and the battery's completely dead. Now my little mess here I got going on here, that's for another problem. I can get to the battery in this thing up in the front trunk. They call it a frunk. The battery's hidden up there. You cannot open the hood latch without power. If your battery's dead, you can't pop the trunk to get to the battery without going through this little step. They call it. It's called a little step. It's a pain in the ass step. Owner's manual lied to me. So what it is the driver's side floorboard, there's a fuse panel. Pop that out. There is a red prong, I guess you would call it, that you pull out, and you gotta connect 12 volts to this thing. So what they want you to do is take another battery and jumper cables, connect to the little red post that you pull out, little prong post, and then it says to connect to the door hinge with your jumper cables. Well, if any of you have seen the door hinges on a Porsche. They're painted the same color, and there's a nice paint. So why would you want to clamp on your nice paint job in the door hinge and scratch up that paint? You have to get the paint off to get aground. So it was stupid. So what I did was I searched around and I found a bolt that had no paint on it, and I was able to get my ground source off of it. So the Milwaukee battery gave me my 12 volts so that I could pop the latch and get the hood open to get to the battery. I tried the little jumper device there. You don't get 12 volts unless it senses a battery. So it's got to sense some voltage, I guess you would say, in order for it to turn itself on. So I used a Milwaukee battery and some wire, and that's how we popped the latch on the hood. The battery in the Porsche was so low that the chargers would not charge it. I read that the computer will shut off the cigarette lighter port that you charge these Porsches on once the battery gets so low, because it's trying to conserve power, and it thinks possibly you left a radar detector or your Garmin or whatever plugged into it. So it shuts off the cigarette port. Now you can't charge it, period. It's just ridiculous. I hooked up a charger straight to the battery, and it still wouldn't charge. It needed to see voltage in order to turn itself on, just like the jump starter. So it's a lithium battery. It was completely dead. It wouldn't even show 1 volt. Well, there's a little trick out there on your Dewalt batteries, your Milwaukee batteries. When they stop charging, you can't get them to charge again. That if I think you hook them up like parallel, whatever that's called, negative, negative, positive, positive, you can trick the battery, then you can charge it. Whether it'll hold the charge again, that's an iffy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So what I did was I had to trick this battery. I went and pulled the battery out of my Harley because I have a lithium in it, paralleled them together, and it tricked the battery into thinking it had voltage just long enough that I could hook up the charger. Well, the charger's finished now. It's finally finished. You can see there, we've got it set on lithium. It'll do lead acid or lithium. So it says it's finished. Whether it'll hold a charge or not, that's a different story. It did its job. It took about, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm not sure. I walked away and I came back to see if it was done, and it was done. Pretty cool little coincidence. And it matches the car. We got a Dewalt Porsche. This thing worked like it was supposed to. It did its job. Other than not having little 2-prong connectors, this thing is actually a pretty good little charger. It does have its own little fan to keep cool. There's your specs there. There you go, guys. Quick little review on it. Great little charger, actually. I like it. I like DeWalt. Anyway, finally got a review done on this thing after several months. The company that sent it to me will probably be happy. Finally. But they were pretty understanding. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry the video's so long. Hopefully you guys stick around that long. All right, we'll catch you later.